Juji, this is our dog. It's our 16th stop in Australia. We've been to Melbourne, Sydney. This is Brisbane. We've been looking all over for a home away from home. And I think we found it. It's a little dark. It's a little bleak. Needs a little work. Looks like a bogan farmhand owns it. Oh,
what are you guys doing here?
Ryan Bone, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I thought I'd invite you guys around and do some arm wrestling.
Sure.
Damn, I thought this was vacant.
This is a little different than your gym. Ryan was just in the WAL, so he's got some credibility here with these trophies as well.
I'm not trying to show off or anything.
Yeah, I mean, you just come out here and look at them. And
This one here, this one,
yeah, it's good break it. That one is cool.
My dad made this. This
that's
got a
nice.
lot of dust on it, but this is like French polished timber and
That's cool.
all handmade stuff. It's like 30 hours of tradesmanship in that.
Lachlan Adair?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We've seen your matches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See me lose.
I mean, I've seen it. I've seen you win some too. You
win
know.
some too.
But you do powerlifting and arm wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Which one did you do first?
Powerlifting.
All right.
Okay.
How many years did you powerlift?
Probably 3 or 4, but I've been lifting since I was 15. So.
I think there's a lot of similarities between these two
That's what
guys.
That's what I was trying to feel out right now to see.
We're gonna learn not how to break your arm, but how to feel good in arm wrestling, how to recover. And just be in a healthy position, because that's the biggest struggle. We've understood the technique. Devin's taught us a lot. James Rodriguez has taught a lot. Giannis has taught us a lot. All these people, but in general, the thing that we're fighting with the most is the health of our arms.
Yeah, and I actually think there's a beautiful benefit to this approach to arm wrestling, in that not only is it good for the health of your arms, but I think you actually learn the advanced side of arm wrestling when you do this as well. And what I mean by the advanced side of arm wrestling is, I like to describe it as a dance. Okay, I think that this sport is not just strength; it's definitely combat. And if you lead the dance, you lead the leverage, and that's what we want. And so, not only are you going to feel good doing this, but you're going to become a badass arm wrestler.
Will you also show us how to not break an arm?
My biggest fear is for you guys when you're at an expo, that not that you break your arms, but that you break someone else's arm, because they're all excited to pull against you. They put themselves in a bad spot, and without even any warning, bang, humerus spiral fracture.
How loud is it?
It's about this loud. At least, maybe more.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what.
Lachlan, what would you say it is? How loud?
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Okay.
It's loud. You can hear it in a crowded room of everyone talking. Even if you're not looking, you can hear it and just go, oh.
Okay, and you've been experienced.
I've seen 11.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
I think it's funny that he knows exactly how many, and it's that number. Like, I can see, like, hey, I've seen 3 or 4 arm breaks, but 11.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
you know the number.
I would say that the ratio, because I host events, so when it's a novice pulling a novice, it's like 1 in 3 events have a broken arm, realistically. When it's amateur levels, and I define amateur as they've been in the club for a while, they kind of know what they're doing, it's like 1 in 10. And at the pro level, it's once in a blue moon kind of thing. So I don't want you to break someone's arm. So the first and foremost, like when I get 2 novices together, I just outright ban pushing. Any degree of pushing now, even though that comes into the sport later on, pushing is the start of the problem. And people, let's say you're beating me in this raw, ugly side pressure, there's this tendency to want to turn your chest away, and as soon as you turn your chest, you hear a lot of arm wrestlers say, look at your arm. You can look at your arm with your chest away, it's still going to break. So it's not the eyes, it's where the chest is. As soon as you turn your chest away, if you're a novice, you're like gambling.
So this is called a spiral fracture?
Yeah, it ends up, your arm just doesn't go that way, and you don't need to go all the way to there.
Yeah.
Like when your connective tissue is all tense and engaged, the break will happen right there. It'll just, and as soon as it moves 2 mil that way, when you're fighting it, bang, it'll go. So you really gotta know what's going on. And for you, like I said, when you're arm wrestling novices at an expo, don't worry about yourself. You just watch your opponent, because if you get to the break position, if you're like that as a novice and I just drive sideways, the break might happen right there. And
I just want to get one thing out of the way. You really look like Steve Austin today. Like real hardcore, dude. Yeah, your hair. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is he bald?
Yeah, he's like clean.
Who's the guy? Triple H. You look like Triple H super hard today.
Yeah, that we could.
Yeah, Triple H. I don't know WWE, dude.
My hair is compliment.
No, it's just it's a little slicked back today, so it looks very WWE.
Get into how to arm wrestle safely. We're going to start with a deep cup now. I love doing this in the strap because you can ultimately relax a lot more. And I like to define this as arm wrestling relaxed. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to hurt ourselves. Not only the break arm, but our connective tissue, as you've experienced, gets pretty damn beat up when we keep trying to pin each other.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So this here, we're not gonna pin each other. We strap with a cup, tighten it up, and so the strap is gonna support whatever position we give it first and foremost.
Okay.
So, and what we're looking for is to try to find a balance point. We don't want to pin each other, so we're gonna put both of our feet forward.
Okay.
And we should be able to let go of the peg, and look at that, we're a good team. We've found a balance point. Now, if one guy is stronger than the other, you need to find that. We're not about bullying, we're about finding a balance point. Now, in this balance point, we want to start the dance. Now, what we can do is we can move around the pad, outside of the elbow, inside of the elbow, back of the elbow, front of the elbow, change your hand position, rise, supinate, pronate. And the point of all this is you're going to start to feel opportunities in your hand that if we were going at full effort, we wouldn't feel. Now, right now, there's very little bicep in it. We're using a little bit of retraction in our shoulder. And our hands are engaged. So effort-wise, it's like 20-30%. You can ramp this up more and more, but straight away, you're going to start to feel the blood filling in.
Yeah, it feels like I'm in the middle of a bodybuilding set right now doing bicep curls.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
And you can play an amazing game, and this game is kind of like keeping your opponent on the area where their lactic acid's filling up most. The pump's really getting bad. How's it going for you?
Yeah, it's starting to burn, man.
And so this is, the lactic acid in the elbow is what you need to get these pains
You're also not trying to
away.
pin.
No.
So you're not going past here or here. We're just kind of moving around.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with my hand.
Yeah, play with your hand. You can play with a little bit of, you can learn to regrip like this as well. Add a little bit of back pressure, regrip, take some advantage, take some leverage. You can try leaning forward into a press. Now here's the good thing, you can safely go into what would be a break arm position if you're a novice at high pressure, but you can come in here safely knowing that your opponent's not going that way and you've communicated well, and you can learn to feel where's safe. Ooh, there's a bone lock, that's not safe. Here's not a bone lock, that is safe. And you can learn to use your lats in all these various positions. So the beautiful thing about this is you will discover more than you can consciously be aware of. If you tried to think through all these moves, you'd never get the answers, but you just feel it and your brain starts registering positions. I have no size difference at all. Let's compare it here.
Yeah, your right arm's still big.
I don't have vascularity, but the size is significantly different.
Yeah. I think Lachlan's, once he gets a pump, it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Now, I'm not underestimating your power, but I'm gonna assume that I've got a little bit more than you in this circumstance.
You're the right assumption. Yeah.
So we're gonna strap cupped, and we're gonna find a balance point. Let's find that balance. So deep cup, both feet forward. Let go of the
Both
pad.
feet forward?
Both feet forward. Oh, there we go. We got balance. We're good. So here, now we can start to move.
Okay.
So that's it. Experience everything inside of the elbow, outside of the elbow, front of the elbow, back of the elbow. Try coming forward.
Okay.
Try dragging underneath.
That feels really healthy.
Yeah, and
Honestly.
that's it.
I wish we had done more of this.
If you're already sore, this will fix it.
Really?
This will fix it fast. And this is something you can do every day. Like, this won't cause any aggravation in your elbows. Certainly won't break your arm. And you actually, like I said, you become instinctive. So when you grip up and are ready to go, all these feel how all these little subtle pressures you're experiencing in your hand?
Yeah.
That's what the subtle pressures of a setup feel like. So you're going to remember, when I feel this subtle pressure, I have access to a certain move.
Right.
And that is going to translate to a big hit when you add all of the strength. Because, like we were saying, this sport is not just a strength sport, it's a combat sport as well.
Sure. In the ready go, you don't have time to analyze what little intricacies you're doing that actually affect things. During this, you can think about it a little. You know, you move around and it feels different, man.
So you're a big pronation guy, and I can see you trying to get access to more pronation. So one quick tip on pronation to get access to more top roll, a genuine threat inside. So at this pressure experience, come forward and supinate.
Okay.
So come forward with your chest, supinate, and rise. And regrip.
Okay.
And now when you return to the top roll, you're further out. When I go sideways under this, and you can do this against someone even if they're not doing it with you.
Right.
So if I'm being a jerk trying to pin you, all you do is turn and pivot your whole body.
Really?
So if I go to pin you,
Yeah.
you just even more. Yeah, that's it. And now look, you've achieved. I'm sitting here trying to pin you, and you're arm wrestling relaxed. Your arm wrestling safe. You're learning more, and you're not going to hurt yourself.
That's cool.
I've kind of got to a new chapter now where I know I need to get strong, but this gets you strong and gets you conditioned in the right places.
Pretty toasted from this trip. We're at the end of a long thing.
It's been 8 days. We've been to Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. So
We want to be able to train arm wrestling without hurting ourselves right now. Coming from powerlifting going into arm wrestling, what was your experience like the first year? Did you experience a lot of arm tendonitis, arm pain?
I wasn't too bad.
Were you entering competitions at all?
Yeah.
You were?
I wrestled for 4 weeks and then entered my first comp.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, I was competing really early on. Me, it was tricep strength that was lacking in the end.
Really?
So lateral head, like I can really feel that's jacked up on you.
Yeah? You can feel it.
Super toasty. It's when
My triceps jacked up?
when we
How
go
can you
in-
tell? How can you tell?
when we go into side pressure,
Yeah.
your lateral head's at its longest, right?
Yeah.
And so when it's long and you're trying to stabilize,
Yeah.
it's gonna get pretty messed up, and you can feel that's grainy head.
This grainy?
Yeah, it's grainy.
He's touching my tricep
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here.
his
Just
triceps all messed up.
Same.
So I just
that
and
help?
electroneedling on long head and tricep.
Yeah.
And the lateral head.
How much do you bench press?
Not much, man. Like 170.
170 is.
So like,
It's 393.
That's good.
I'm a squatter and deadlifter.
I've been pressuring you to do dry needling and acupuncture or anything, man.
I'll try that. I haven't tried that one yet.
You haven't tried it?
Electroneedling.
No, I'm open to that.
I like the electroneedling because they don't have to be as pinpoint.
You more inside, you're more of a hook.
Yeah, generally. But the way things are going recently, this top roll business is feeling pretty nice.
Yeah?
What
nice.
top roll?
This posting top is good for, I think, starts.
Yeah.
Just to have that back pressure going there, but I often feel better top rolling from a hook.
Oh.
So I'll get a little bit further in and then roll out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of stops me from getting top roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you beat him. You beat him to it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can cut them off with supination and then, yeah, finish it. Just seems
There's
to be
nothing I
a
can
healthier
do.
way to go.
I can't do anything. We're just kind of playing
Being
around.
healthy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't even move your hand. Your hand's been in the exact same position since we strapped up. Yeah.
Where are you hurting anyway?
Kind of all over.
Oh, nice.
I just feel weak and flat right
This guy's coming in with a moving bag.
We got a couple of guests here.
Charlie.
I might have to.
That's not an ideal position for him to be in right now.
Yeah.
Is that your finger?
It's my finger.
It more so looks like a penis, but yeah.
A cool looking head.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
It looks like you've been dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, well, it's a black-headed python.
Yeah.
And so these guys, they're found across Northern Australia. And then up north, you have to travel about 5 hours, and then inland another 5 hours before you start seeing these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another name for them as a tar-headed snake.
Tarhead.
Tar
Yeah, it
head,
looks like you've been dipped in tar. or
Exactly,
ink,
exactly,
or anything
exactly.
that's
So
black.
An arm wrestling session. All right, go. You and Lachlan are gonna go on the table.
these guys have about 300 abs. So 300 abdominal muscles.
I feel pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah.
I really do.
comfortable?
I'm actually able to focus completely on the arm wrestling. It just feels like my skin is moving at the same time. It's like a dance. The
Yeah.
arms are just kind of moving in and out of positions, finding where the snake wants to go, and just giving it to him.
Finding where the snake wants to
Allowing it
go.
to happen.
Yeah, they're the only 2 pythons in the whole world that actively eat snakes.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're immune to snake venom as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they're like
He's immune to snake venom?
pretty much. Yeah, so they
Wow.
scientists trying to figure out how they do it.
Venom that's being developed because of the for
They're
us.
helping from these guys.
Wild.
You like it, don't you?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'd do it again for pleasure.
Yeah, through that, exactly.
I figure I'd eat ice cream instead of this for pleasure. How often do you use it?
This is after every single session for me when I do my side pressure training, which is really what you guys are feeling and suffering from. Immediately after that, I hit this for 3 sets of lots.
3 sets of lots.
3 sets of
That
lots.
sounds like a bodybuilder term.
Well, that's Toddzilla. That's Todd Hutchins, the side pressure king. This is what he's using to rehabilitate. Not only this, but then biceps, triceps, kind of bodybuilding stuff. So have a feel.
And we got another guest here. Ryan Phillips.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, we were just talking about you.
Ooh, all good things, I hope.
Yeah, we heard you were a golf champion, tennis champion, rugby champion, Australian football champion, cricket champion, shot put,
yeah.
shogun, ninja
Shogun.
champion, sumo. Oh, frick, what else was there? Highland Games, strongman, arm wrestling, and finally, I think it was cup stacking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cup stacking was, yes.
Now, though, what is your focus on?
I'm washed up.
Yeah?
I just train for the journey of the training session, That's what I've realized this year. I just enjoy taking each training session by day, picking something cool I want to try, new challenge, new PB, and then that's it for the day. No big goals.
Cool. We got 2 people in here that Ryan has brought that are much more similar to us than any arm wrestlers we've ever met.
That's true.
Which is real interesting. But go to his channel because they're going to do heavy side pressure just to see where they're at,
Yeah,
and
we're gonna compare
along with something else and podcast and all kinds of stuff.
How did this
pound for
feel?
pound.
I felt like grip training.
Group training?
Yeah, I
Yep.
felt like just getting a form.
Yeah, this is why Devin and everyone tries to pick up everything like this.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Cupping?
Yeah, fully false grip. Well, everyone seems to have a little bit of a different area that actually flares up. Like for me, it's right there.
Down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be right here.
So,
Okay, a little higher.
yeah. So pronator, there you go.
Yeah. Now, Lachlan said my tricep felt grainy.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Lachlan?
Like lumpy.
Lumpy? Lump?
Like it's not running smooth.
Okay.
Like the difference is mine's
I
smooth.
still honestly don't understand the purpose of the tricep in arm wrestling.
It's a stabilizer.
The stabilizer.
So like I said, when you're particularly when you're doing a lot of side pressure, that lateral head is at its longest and it's on stretch, and you're asking to stabilize the whole joint when it's long, so it
And
usually
you can
gets
build
jacked
up
up.
to like pressing exercises and stuff,
Pressing,
and push
but,
downs.
A lot of isolating stuff as well. For
Okay.
me, I do a lot of that to really.
Harken back to what you've had problems with. You've been able to curl, right? You've been able to do bicep work, but you can't bench press.
No,
right?
I can't. No.
And that is
Tricep.
not your chest. Right?
No.
So your chest is fine. Taters
Right.
are good.
Taters are good.
So it's got to do something with your tricep. It's grainy.
It's great.
And not in the fucking John Meadows way, dog.
So this is your bobbly weights. This is designed to kind of like greasing the groove, but in a whole lot of ways. Because in an arm wrestle, you don't know where the vector of your opponent's going to be. This stabilizes the elbow, gets you strong in many different grooves. So try it wide grip, mid grip, and close grip. Plus the bobbliness of it makes it a little tricky. You got 5 kilos hanging on there in addition to the bar. So 25 kilos.
Now, how come one of them is dangling lower than the other
That's
one?
just my poor strapping ability, but
Does it matter? It's got to matter, right?
but the
I think it matters. I feel like it.
you feel the
Feeling the matter, dude. You're sloppy.
that instant.
Oh, I'm looking for the
Mix
clutter
it up.
in my car, right?
Okay, so then you mix it up with right.
Super wide grip.
Holy shit! I don't even know. I don't think I can curl it that way.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna hurt.
So I'll hold it in a weird sense, and then maybe mid. And that bounce helps me.
I mean, sometimes we have a friend whose name is Eric Bugenhagen. He's in
Yeah.
the WWE, NXT, and he works out in his garage gym, and his neighbors were always kind of wondering what they think of him. And, I'm more worried about you.
Well, these guys.
Charlie, the snake's not here. It's over here. I've got the snake, bro. Okay, here's about the attention span of our viewers.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
That's so good.
You just you need about.
I think-
Actually, he's got 15 seconds. Our viewers got about 15 minutes average. That's.
I think he actually helps my subscriber base significantly. Charlie's good.
I mean,
He's helping.
Yeah, we
I
knew.
came today.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a dog guy.
Yeah.
I've had a thing for Charlie for a
You
while.
didn't even come for the arm wrestling? Yeah.
Oh, you guys, I'm wrestling today as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about thanks for coming. Go to Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling. We're going to see you. You got some tournaments going on in the U.S.?
Yeah, we're going to do an East Coast tour late November, early December. We're going to hit a whole bunch. We're going Louisiana, Alabama, West Virginia, Syracuse, and Long Island. So
Wow, you're really picking
None
the
of those
shitholes of
wait,
the
none
U.S.,
of those are
dude.
North Carolina.
Good
we're
Lord.
going to go straight past it.
You're going straight past North Carolina, but you're stopping in Louisiana, Appalachia, bro. Holy shit,
Well,
dude.
I'm being guided by Travis Bajan, so he's firmly West Virginia kind of type. So he's directing this. So I'm the Aussie.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Is Travis Bajent married to his sister or his cousin?
I'll let you answer that one, Travis.
Yeah, super match, bro. Travis will come off his right arm retirement. Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Now you know how we collab with people. This is how we call them out.